It's time for the Steve and Kyle podcast with Kyle.
Obviously, long down the road, maybe she tells you this all virtually, visiting Venus, or wherever women are from. In my mind, apparently, in 13 years, we've perfected space travel
where we can Venus.
And Steve.
We might wait until after the time change, so that way it's a little darker, a little bit earlier.
Yeah. The time changes after Halloween, so you are SOL.
After Halloween, I thought it was...
It's like the Saturday of that weekend, so it'll be the end of October.
Let's throw a couple blankets over it.
Throw on a quilt over it.
On a show that is just so obsessed with the solstice. Not sure how I messed that one up so badly.
Now, here they are, two guys who are living in style, Steve and Kyle.
All right.
Possible not to tap along with Kevin. It really is. Like, of all the tunes, of all of the internet worth of license-free or
copyright-free
music.
Yeah.
We found quite the ditty.
Yeah.
And it is... I think every song has a shelf life for enjoyment, even if it's, if you called it your favorite song ever, whatever song. I think every one of those songs still has a shelf life for you, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Because I burn hot with music, whether it's typically new music.
Yeah.
Like if there's an artist that I enjoy, that new album comes out, I'll pretty much play that on a loop for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then it doesn't just fade way to zero, but it kind of, hey, a new song comes out. So it slowly slips.
Yeah, makes its way.
Slips down the list,
Makes its way back.
I would argue Malt Shop Bop has not made its way down a list yet.
And what are we, 5 years in?
This is 330 times.
Well, because I think we started using Malt Shop Bop around episode 10 or so. I feel like we didn't.
Right, I think,
yeah, because I can actually play for you what our intro was.
Oh, let's not do that. Do we want to do that?
For the first, 10 episodes.
It wasn't anything to be proud of. No. Well, you know what? I'm going to change my tune entirely. I'm very proud of what we did those first 10 episodes.
Style. Steve and Kyle.
Living in style.
Steve and Kyle.
Steve.
Kyle.
Living in style.
And that's how we started.
You could hear the ambiance from that APS 1.0.
Yeah.
And it is...
There's a lot of noise in there.
We spent an inordinate amount of time the first probably 4 to 6 weeks trying to figure out what we should even call ourselves. Do you miss the idea that we should have come up with a clever name, or are you happy with just going with Steve and Kyle?
Thrilled with it.
You're not bored by it?
Only a group of idiots would come up with a name that would just that was just a blatant attempt to get publicity.
Imagine being in your 40s, heaven forbid, nearing 50.
Yeah. Looking down the barrel at 50.
With some idiotic name that you refuse to write on a tax return.
Ugh.
Business cards are offered and you throw them away.
Yeah.
The shame fills you everywhere you go.
Yep. Yeah.
Cannot fathom.
No good.
Well, welcome to the Steve and Kyle podcast. I feel like I think we could bring a little bit of the original idea back, right? Whether it be living in style, however we get to some type of bit related to the idiotic idea that we should call this podcast Living in Style with Steve and Kyle, which I don't remember because it was so long ago.
That was you. You definitely came up with that.
I don't know how much of it was in jest or how much of it was thinking this is a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm kind of back on board.
You like it all over again?
I do. I feel like we really missed an opportunity here.
Okay, so do we pivot then?
Is 3?
It is Friday, August 26th, 2022, the year of our Lord.
Yeah.
It's the Living in Style with Steve and Kyle podcast.
Boy, I hate it. You just said it out loud, and I hate it. I think that's what it took. I think that was the nail.
Okay.
Right there. Like,
All right.
it was like a zombie movie for a minute. My hand was sticking back out of the coffin.
Yeah.
You know? And you came in with the power nailer. Is that a...
The old power nailer.
I was on the poll less than a week ago that, is Joe Rogan a perpetual ass shower, and then I make it 6 minutes in and call something a power nailer. Is that a thing? Is a power nailer?
I think so. I don't think anyone refers to it as that.
Okay. What?
Nail gun.
Nail gun. Got
Yeah.
it. Got it. Is there a power tool that shoots out the regular size nails, though? And compared to the...
You can get a nail gun that shoots out like 3-inch long nails.
Okay. Vindicated.
I'm glad that we have people tuning
That's
in
right.
for this.
Boy, you can't edit this out, you big dummy.
So this, we're actually doing this a live streamed episode as well.
Yeah.
Friday night, we're sitting here in APS 4.0. We have a couple. Give a little clink. You guys came over for pizza. We had pizza out back. My dogs were insane.
No.
Nearly had to drop kick Toby into the neighbor's pool.
I don't think there's anything when visiting somebody else's home that homeowner gets more self-conscious about than their
Oh,
animals.
the dogs. Yeah.
And
It's not so much with you guys because you guys have dogs, so you get it,
Sure.
The dogs are kind of crazy, but still it drives me insane.
Yeah, and it's to the point now where 98% of people coming to my house have either been there, not frequent visitors because I don't like people. Definitely don't like people coming over.
Sure. Yeah.
But they kind of know the gig, right? Like you're coming in, the tan dog, kind of ignore her. She might bite you if you pay too much attention, but then if you don't pay attention, she's not, whatever. And the other one, if you touch him too early, he's going to pee all over. Mm-hmm. He's an excited wiener dog.
Yeah.
Most people know the drill.
Yeah.
So is that a slight on me as a host or someone having over that I kind of just ignore it at this point? I feel like if you're walking in the house, hey,
you know what you're getting.
welcome. You're going to get a few dogs bark at you. They might sniff around.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You're coming into my house. You know I have dogs. So one, if you don't like dogs, you should probably know in advance. Mm-hmm. Hey, don't come by.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That sounds like...
But it's a weird sentiment to just act like, yeah, sorry, they're there. But they're 7 and 6.
Yeah.
I mean, Lola's what, 8 or 9?
Lola's going to be 12 in a
Oh,
couple
get out
weeks.
of my life.
Yes.
Seriously.
She's going to be 12.
Happy birthday to Lola.
Can't be said enough. Thank you.
And Toby's 3?
I don't know. Toby...
Boy, this is the real...
Much like the second child.
I was just going to say.
The second dog also... Yeah, you kind of forget, like, with Evelyn, I know the time she was born, her exact weight, every single thing. I can look around the room, picture the faces of everybody in the room.
Yeah.
The other one, the kid, what's his name? Bingo?
Yeah, Bingo from the dog show, Bingo and Rolly, the puppy dog pals.
I think I know when he was born. I'm not sure.
You walk in this house, and you look to your left as you walk in. You see a photo montage of Lola with a professional photographer.
Yes.
You walk 10 feet further, and you've got poor Toby, like wedging his head underneath a gate just to try to get an ounce of love.
Right. Yeah. Yep. That's how it goes.
Now we are both leaving on trips next week, so I'm glad we were able to do this.
Yeah.
And by the way, we didn't mention it directly, but if you have any questions, we're not going to interrupt what we normally do here, which is very rigorous scheduled content. But if you had anything that you wanted answered, podcast related, personal life related, whatever, If you want to post it in the chat here on the Facebook live stream, we will try to maybe slot in some time towards the end of the episode.
See if we got anything good so far. Brother Mike's checking in.
Oh, very nice.
I want to know how the Lions are going to do this year.
Are you sure this feels like a repeat of the last live stream?
Dan Scheich checking in. Power Nailer, that old chestnut.
Glad Scheich could make time. You think Scheich's on the clock? Scheich seems like a kind of guy who's billing someone every time he, opens up Audacity, which is the free audio editing software.
You think Scheich, the professional something with audio guy?
Professional. Mm-hmm. Okay? Yeah, I do. I feel like Scheich's conning a bunch of people.
Somebody wants to know what we're drinking. I am drinking some leftover beers that my brother left here a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, quite a hodgepodge that Brother Mike left.
Yeah, some Corona something or other. I'm not sure. Corona Premier, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
By the way, what a delight. I'd like to thank you publicly. I don't know if I even thanked you both privately. You guys both welcomed me with open arms, me and the fam, while they visited.
Yeah.
Which you didn't have to do, right? I mean,
we spent more time together that weekend arguably than we normally would in about 6 months.
Yeah.
Didn't care for it.
Boy, did I feel it. Came home Sunday, left one shoe on for the sole purpose of walking inside and throwing it against the wall because I was so upset. But no, thank you both. That was a delight. Reed had a delightful time.
Yep.
And was enamored with Daniel and Joey.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they were... They're a good tag team duo.
They were a delightful host for a 3-year-old as well.
Yeah.
And because that's a tough age for that to be okay with a little kid. Mm-hmm. Because it's a real nip at your heels feel.
Yeah.
He just wants to be a part of the gang. Yep. And depending on how you're raised and how you are as a kid or as a person, that can go one of two ways. One way being, leave me alone, little kid. Mm-hmm. One, I don't know you.
Yeah.
And two, you're annoying me. Mm-hmm. Which he's 3. He's going to annoy everybody.
Sure. Yeah. And going back to the way he was raised, well, I mean.
Yeah. But thank God, Brother Mike raised his boys the right way. And they were very, very nice to Reed. Mm-hmm. Very, very sweet and helping him and playing mini golf with him. And yeah, we spent a lot of time together. That was a great joy for me that weekend. I had a lot of fun. Being able to hang around.
We're talking about the same weekend?
Always lovely to see Brother Mike. Just wish it could have been in any different place. Of all the zip codes and latitudes and longitudes this could have happened at.
You better watch out. I might say I'm offended.
I'm going to give you the opportunity. No, an absolute delight. It was a thrill for their first time here in 3 years
since my wedding, I think.
Okay, so almost 4 years,
5 years.
That's right, 2017. That's right,
2017, the year of love, they called it.
So I know I brought this up to you last year, and nothing ever came to fruition. Mm-hmm. So as we're approaching the month of September.
Looking down the barrel.
You've got
days away, 5 days away.
That's right. You've got a daddy-daughter vacation coming up in mere days. Mm-hmm. I've got a husband-wife vacation coming up in mere days. Mm-hmm. Kicking the kid to the curb. Hopefully someone grabs him. Because it ain't going to be us.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to get him either.
Wave.
Hey, Reed's on the side of the road crying.
When are you going to be back? Oh, on Sunday.
See you later.
Yeah, he'll be fine. What is it going to take for this to be the year that I can get Steve to a haunted house?
I'll go. It's not high on my list of things to do.
I'm trying to broaden a horizon here. Bring just an ounce of joy to the existence that is Steve.
Uh-huh. This is the year. This is it.
Boy, if you were to play back the episode 52 weeks ago, I would bet you said something with the same expression, almost identical.
Well, look, you're in charge of everything. Like, I mean, even picking me up and taking me there. Because I'm not lifting one finger for this silly, childish endeavor. No offense.
We drove go-karts less than 2 weeks ago.
Go-kart's a man's game.
But put that on the poll. Go-kart's a man's game.
Wait, I think I can post since we're on Facebook Live.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Post that if we can do it live.
Yeah.
I just want to get you out there. Maybe we can do a couple of live check-ins, shoot a couple videos, catch the terror in your face.
How are you wording that poll, by the way, though?
Our go-kart's a man's game. Because it has been, what has it been? Probably 4 years since you last did one of these for a radio station.
I did one. Right? I did one in 2020.
COVID year?
Yeah,
really?
COVID year.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, seems irresponsible. Short-sighted and thoughtless. And dick move. But
hey, look at that. We got a poll activated on Facebook.
Because I'm always looking for a few more to go around here, too. I've been going to the same ones. Anyone that's open, I usually try to make time.
Yeah.
I'd really like to get you out to one.
Okay, so these, the maximum spookiness is what you're looking for, right? The, a bat.
That's the first part. Yep.
A mask.
A mask, yep.
Things that go bump in the night.
That's the 3.
That's what we need.
That's the 3 to get Steve properly scared at a haunted attraction.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think you'd enjoy it? You don't think you'd have fun? You don't think you'd be able to let loose? You don't think... I mean, because there's a difference between something like that being out of the ordinary, right? But being out of the ordinary of something like, I'd rather, pull my fingernails off with pliers.
Look,
like...
I'm sure I would have an enjoyable time. I would be perfectly fine with doing it. Again, it's not something that I would seek out.
Sure.
It's just not, not really my thing.
Where does the wife fall on like spooky items?
She does not want that.
Doesn't like being scared.
Doesn't like it.
So you guys never had the marriage phase or a marriage phase where, you'd be feeling a little, hey, I'm going to have some fun. I'm going to joke around.
A little frisky.
So she's going to be coming out of the bedroom or kitchen or whatever. And you'd hang around the corner and jump out. And, that was never part of your repertoire.
No, because I think that she would punch me in the face.
I could see that. Yeah, I could see that. And I could see no apology ever coming. Like that would just be...
Yeah.
Like if it was ever brought up or you had said, hey, my eye hurts because it's, you cracked my orbital bone.
That might be something that leads to one of the biggest fights ever.
You getting punched.
Well, the whole scaring thing to begin with.
Just shoot her a text. This is why we're here. Say, hey, would you ever go to a haunted attraction willingly?
Yeah, I'm confident. Well, no, she would probably say yes, but it wouldn't be high on her list.
Are you turning into the grumpy old man in this podcast relationship, though?
Oh, no.
Oh, come on.
I love my neighbors.
Well, do you?
I do.
You not tolerate. You're okay with one, but you're not having like weekly meetups. The other one you've never said a word to because they're just...
Well, in my defense, I have said words. Words have just not been reciprocated that much. I've tried.
I'm going to figure out a way to post that as a poll. If words have been said but not reciprocated, can that be labeled as being okay?
A conversation.
Yes.
I mean, no. A conversation definitely takes two people. I was one of them. I was the only one. But yeah, I'm definitely not becoming the grumpy old man in this podcast.
I'm going to post that as well. I feel like, the early mid-30s are catching up to you.
Mm-hmm.
It's up. I thought this would be something you'd be more open to.
I'm not sitting here saying, "Oh no, I'll never do it."
Right.
I'm just indifferent to it.
What is the equivalent that you can think of? Because I love haunted attractions.
Yeah.
I'm flying to Florida to go to them with a friend for a weekend.
Yeah.
I go to probably 2 to 3 in town here.
That's what adults do.
What is the equivalent that you can think of where you really, really like it?
Okay.
That you could ask me. Maybe it doesn't have to be, like a go somewhere hobby, but even if it
we're going to a monster truck show.
For God's sake. And I... This is a beautiful head-to-head poll this week because we can now figure out what is more childish, a haunted house or a monster truck show. Are you the guy waving a flag? I had big old headphones, right? Like 4 times too big. Hey, it's Gravedigger. He's next.
He just got upgraded to 4-wheel steering. Oh boy, this could be a first right here. In our little chat, not only is Brother Mike here, but my brother, my good friend Robert, my best bud in the world, known him since I was knee-high to a grasshopper, has checked in and said, "How do I fast forward to the end?" I gotta admit, I don't like the traffic that his comment is getting. It's already got a like and a ha.
No, we need to ban him. I will. Here's what I would say to you.
All right, so you're coming to the monster truck show?
If you go to a haunted house with me,
you'll come to the monster truck show.
I will go buy the neon green light up Gravedigger t-shirt, tank top at the monster truck show that they're inevitably selling.
Okay. I gotta admit, I don't even really enjoy it.
I think that's
I would go just because I know how miserable you would be. It would be worth it to me to pay for the tickets to go to it.
All I'm trying to do is get your horizons expanded, Steve. I've taken you to a wrestling show. Mm-hmm. I believe those were... Did you get those? Did we get those from the side gig? Or did we buy those?
I think we paid money for them.
Boy. Hot Shots, the radio show, couldn't even help us out with some nosebleeds, huh? Because it wasn't too long ago that right here you started to become a Christmas guy.
Yes. By the way, I know that Instagram is listening to me because I keep getting the pop-up ads.
It always is.
For the permanent holiday lights. But the reason I know I can't afford them is because it says something like, order here and save thousands. So if it's already priced where it's in the thousands, I think I'm out of the market.
Probably.
Yeah.
The last bastion for you then is Halloween.
Halloween is still a child's holiday.
Okay.
I mean, it is.
It's All Hallows Eve, Samhain. It's inherently adult. But, kids kind of took it over. It's not really fair. Be visiting Salem, Massachusetts next week. See some spookies.
Spooky, the witch trials.
We're doing a ghost tour in
Really?
Boston.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Something going to go boo.
Yeah, probably. But glad to be here. Oh, by the way, to put a bow on it, I am drinking a Black and Tan.
We digress.
A Guinness and Harp, Steve. That's it's 1/2 Guinness draft, 1/2 Harp Lager.
How about that?
A genuine delight. Genuine delight. It has been. This has been on our list for a while, Steve, and I've wanted to bring it up, and I don't even know. Yeah, we got time. I wanted to mention something to you because I'm kind of proud of it.
Okay.
I've gone all in on sports betting.
Really?
I'm all in.
Because I know that you're generally a degenerate gambler.
I know a term that.
You disagree with?
Is there any way to take the term degenerate like
well?
positively? Because in general, obviously, degenerate is insinuating negativity.
Yeah.
So I don't even know if you still have the link because I wanted to show this to you so long ago.
I don't think I do because I probably saw it and realized how little I cared. No offense.
How could I possibly take any? A few months ago, I decided, hey, no more of this novice betting. No more of this.
This couple bucks here,
Yeah.
$5 on the big game.
Right. Or, hey, $10 because I like this pitcher.
By the way, what do we have over here?
Oh, yeah, we still got the poverty candy on the ground. Or on the table. Still got the Turkish taffy, which, again,
I think we have to try that tonight.
I don't know why the Turks are known for their taffy. And we still got the gigantic blueberry muffin Kit Kat.
Oh.
As well as whatever the Abba Zaba is.
You say that as if you know what the Turkish taffy is.
No, that's a very good point. I feel like at least with the consistency, I can guess on the Turkish taffy, knowing, hey, it's going to be really chewy and...
Oh, boy.
That's very blueberry.
Yeah. It's I mean, it's not bad.
It really hits you over the head with the blueberry, though.
Yeah.
Towards the end, I am. No.
I don't mind it. I'm in.
I feel like that's 2 to 3 times too big for that flavor profile on my tongue.
Yeah. No one's ever finished one.
Much like the leaf water you pawned off on me.
Oh, you mean the... What was this again? Harney and Sons Fine Teas. The old black casket bourbon. No, black cask bourbon. Not black casket bourbon. Okay, anyway. So you've gone all in.
I did send you the link.
You're betting, gambling away your retirement, safe to say?
Steve, in May, I decided enough's enough. And I sat down with something I know little about. Mm-hmm. And that's not the sports betting part. This is spreadsheets. Okay? I wanted a way to track how much I was making every month, how much I was losing, what type of bets were profiting, what type of bets were losing.
Okay.
So I could become a better gambler.
Is this... You made this?
I did.
Is there any way that I can share this? Is there sensitive info on here?
Just the amount of money I've gambled.
Yeah, I'm looking for the...
It's not that
where's
sensitive.
The total,
I don't really
where's
care.
the total column?
So monthly, it's the...
No, I mean overall.
Oh, you'd have to click on the dashboard tab, which is on the bottom left. And that would tell you how much I've gambled in the June, July. So essentially 4 months, 3.5 months that I have been keeping tabs. It's got the year-to-date summary there on the top left, as well as the monthly breakdown, Steve.
This is one of the most impressive things I've ever seen. What numbers do I look at?
Well, you could look at how much I've staked. So that's how much I've bet since I started this in May. Mid-May. Not at the start of May. I started this mid-May.
Amount staked this right here?
Yeah, that's how much I've gambled since mid-May.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah. And then to the right of that is how much I've won or lost in total.
Okay, so
I don't care. Go ahead and say it. It doesn't
so
bother
you
me.
that's win, right?
That's what. Yeah. It's a
Because
positive.
it's black.
That's right. It's positive next to it. It's a win.
So you're up $3,300.
Yeah. Betting $20 to $40 at a time.
Okay.
And then I've calculated on the right, like my month, how many bets I've made per month, how much my win percentage. So I sat down, and over the course of this spreadsheet system took me 2 months to get where I wanted it to, of tinkering, right? Because then I realized after the first month, I want to track my balances, so I don't have to always open how much do I have in Sportsbook A, Sportsbook B, Sportsbook C. So now I have it where my balance automatically updates when I calculate every bet as a win or loss, so I can keep tabs on how much I've made month to month in each sportsbook.
What's a Dinger Tuesday profit?
Oh, Steve, I'm glad you asked.
I'm actually not. One of
the local sportsbooks, not local, has a promotion that on every Tuesday, if you bet on a player in baseball game A to hit a home run, even if they don't hit a home run, you get $5 for every home run that's hit in that game.
Okay.
So essentially, if you bet 10 to 12 games, even if you hit 2 of those people hitting home runs, in addition to the free bets the money that you get, you profit. As you can see, based on the smooth line chart that I chose for the Dinger Tuesday profit graph. So I sat down.
It looks like half of your winnings have come from Dinger Tuesdays.
Yeah, I can see how that's probably right.
Yeah.
In total.
Just eliminate all the other crap and just do Dinger Tuesdays.
What about the other half?
Well, just focus all on dingers.
So I'm a little nervous because
I would be too. I mean, that's a substantial sum of money.
Well, I'm not nervous about the betting itself because in general, the odds that you're going to lose every single bet it's not going to happen.
Oh boy.
So
that's what the real degenerates say.
I
gotta win sometimes.
I think my worst day.
The house can't always win.
I mean, there are swings, but there's swings with every hobby, right? At any point in the Jeep, did you think about taking a loss?
I can tell you, I had a hell of a lot less than that into it.
Sure. But it's also important to remember this is over the course of, what does it say? So I have my average bet amount this month shows $27.36.
Okay.
So I'm betting a lot of bets, but the average bet itself isn't that scary.
So if you had to say on a monthly basis, what would an average healthy gambling habit be, dollar-wise?
Dollar-wise?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if there's any.
I think there is.
Do we have
No.
What profession would that be where we could ask? Because they would tell you that anything like this is probably not healthy, right? But I'm not smoking cigarettes.
Take out probably.
I'm not doing.
And take out the right with the up inflection at the end.
I'm not doing methamphetamines here, Steve.
Right. There we go. There's the justification. I could be out murdering kids.
I'm gambling surplus money. Okay, so years ago,
pandemic has been good to you. That's your surplus.
Me and a friend started offshore. So before this became legal in the United States, we each put in. It wasn't more than $100 a piece into an offshore account.
Okay.
And just kind of messed around at $10 at a time. Nothing ever serious. And then we just started getting success, getting lucky. And then it became legal here. And as you found out with the big game, was that last year, 2 years ago?
2 years ago when I was the only one that actually won money.
The sports books want you signed up.
Yeah.
And they want you to do that, so they give you so many offers of it, and it legitimately is free money. Bet $5, here's $200.
Yeah.
Because they think it's going to suck you in and keep you in, which for some people, sure. Some people it doesn't, and that's fine. So utilizing all those different promos, we built kind of a mini bankroll up to the point where it started spreading to other sports books.
Found money, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, this is, I'm not bragging here. This is simply excess funds. I have lost $0 from my bank account in my gambling venture. I may lose from this spreadsheet overall, right? Like it could be at dollar amount X and then it'll be down tomorrow.
Yeah.
But out of my bank account, that's nothing because I'm not taking from, I'm not supplying a habit from my personal savings account, right? Boy. But there are swings. You know, I'm looking at the August spreadsheet right now.
Not good.
Well, I mean, listen, I'm up. We're going to be up $1,000 today on the month.
Just today, huh?
Well,
Is this your retirement plan? Because I would think that, like, if Brother Mike were here, he'd probably. Well, no, he's a degenerate gambler too. So
well, I mean, that's a big term.
Okay, yeah, big term.
I would be lying if I didn't tell you that. I kind of thought about down the road this being a real nice supplement to the income. Because the idea is, I'm making this much on whatever, $20, $30, $40 bets.
Yeah.
What could it be? $100 bets. $200 bets.
Let's say, hypothetically,
Yeah.
you knew someone that was interested in getting in on some action, but knowing full well that he or she
They. Yeah.
knew nothing about sports, especially gambling. Would you consider shepherding that person? Or taking the money and just doing everything with it?
The short answer is no. The long answer is hell no. Mostly because this person...
I'll give you... I mean, they will give you 3%.
Whoa. Well, 3% off what I've made in 3 months. 1% of that is $32. $100. Of course, that's 3.5 months.
That's not bad. Pretty good, right?
I'll take it under advisement. I don't know that a lot of people, and I'm speaking specifically to you here, I don't know if you have the stomach for the ups and downs.
No, I don't.
But that's inherently gambling.
I would much rather, because I think that what I enjoy doing on the side is a form of gambling too, like you had brought up with the Jeep.
Right.
It's buying something, working on it, attempting to spin it for a profit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like I have a little more control over that.
Well, you do, because you're out the money you've invested.
Mm-hmm.
But in your mind, your loss is still somewhat mitigated, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you could take a loss, whatever, 1% of what you paid, and you know that you'll still be able to get that back.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the continued gambling, you don't really know.
Yeah.
Like up until August 15th this month, I was down on the month. I was down $147.29 through the August 15th. And then August 16th, I had a profit of $583.05.
Big day.
Been green since then. But it's the ups and downs. Because then 2 days in the last 7 days, I've lost $130 and $110.
Yeah, this is why I wouldn't be good with being like a day trader on the stock market or something.
Right. It's awful.
Putting aside the fact that I don't know what any of that really is.
Sure.
As we've talked about. Although mutual funds, we have a very, very strong grasp.
Well, as we found out last week.
The SAVCAV.
I mean,
SARCAV.
So you guys all heard me explain it very, very precisely just a couple weeks ago. It was, I don't know. I don't need to repeat it. You can go back and find it.
Yeah.
Is this problem gambling? Because hear me out.
Remind me again. Mm-hmm. Okay, this number here, This very nice mid-level sedan.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is all off of how much originally?
Again, this was probably 6 to 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I would guess I invested probably $100.
So this has just slowly been accumulating.
Yeah. So, and it's also been one of those where you sign up for a sports book and they say, "Hey, deposit $250. We're going to give you $250 free." Mm-hmm. So I'll put in the $250, gamble the $250 they gave me.
Yeah.
As soon as that's gambled through, take my chunk, that is my initial $250, yank it right out, put it back in my bank account.
So you're basically you're the one that the casinos hate.
Oh, they hate me anyway. I've been limited on a lot of these sports because of the way I gamble.
Yeah. And I generally, most do hate you.
Huh?
I feel like you'd be...
I'll put it on the poll.
I feel like that's something you'd kind of be flattered by.
That hurts.
No offense.
Oh, yeah. I mean, of course. How could I possibly consider taking offense? So, I think the only reason I bring this up to you is because I look at the dollar amount. That's a gigantic dollar amount for me to look at, right?
I've invested similar amounts,
mm-hmm.
but all in one, all at one time.
Sure.
To good results.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'm in a glass house here because if I sit here and say you're a degenerate gambler,
yeah,
which I truly believe you are, truly.
Can't make any bones about that one, can you?
Huh. Yeah. Do you have a problem? Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
This really falls in line with the what do you consider a win in terms of the Jeep? And for me, what do you consider a problem, right? Because
this is a complete win. I think that the question comes when, first of all, are you hiding any of this? Does your significant other know?
Oh, yeah. Because I brag about it.
Sure.
Because I say, hey, like the other day. Well, because the other day I passed $8,000.
Hey, Katie. The Dinger Tuesday is up 14% over week over week.
Oh, my God. If there's one thing that gets Katie going, it's when I talk to her about my one-game parlay return on investment percentage, which, again, month of August, booming. 25.92% return on investment, month of August, OGPs, through BetMGM. If you're not utilizing it, you're missing out.
Travis checking in, by the way, saying didn't realize I was tuning into an intervention. Yeah, I'm not really sure what side I'm on yet, though. I don't know if I'm the interventionist.
E or
Intervention. Well, no, you'd be the interventionee.
Right, that's a good point.
I'd be the interventioner.
Yeah.
But the is kind of towing the line to becoming an E.
I am taking a trip. We both are. You're going to visit the homeland.
Yeah.
I'm going to visit to the pilgrimage to Boston. Go visit the old Bull and Finch. A bunch of other stuff in next week.
Yeah.
I'm already a little bit aggravated that for 4 days, 3.5 days, I won't be able to gamble.
Oh, yeah, because geo-tracking and everything.
Yeah, I don't think it's legal in Massachusetts.
You just shoot me a text. I'll log into your accounts. I'll do the old button push.
Oh, because you're going to be in Jersey.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just commute every day. Wake up 5:30, rent a car,
drive across state lines,
cross the border, place just a litany of unresearched bets. So here's where it changed, Steve. I pay for a service.
Oh, boy.
Which gives me just data.
Uh-huh.
So I joined in June. So it's just baseball. Mm-hmm. They give me percentages and stuff that help me get picks that I want to make.
Oh, boy.
Does that tilt the mark? Does that tilt any direction for you? It's only $7. It's super cheap.
$7 a month.
$7 a month.
$7 a month. I have to go back to, because I know that you're kind of in cahoots with your buddy on this.
Mm-hmm. This is much less so him. He
this,
has nothing to do with this. This is just me.
This is not split profits.
No, that's just me.
Okay. All right. $7 a month, so you're paying $84 a year.
Man, I've got enough right now that if I could pay the mortgage for 8-9 months. I just quit and gamble all day.
Oh, you mean quit your job? I thought you meant quit gambling. And just...
Are you insane?
All right, well, that answers my question, which was going to be, if told, would you be able to quit right now?
One of my heroes is Jeopardy James, who is a professional sports bettor.
Holzhauer.
Yeah. That's the dream.
That's the dream.
That's all day.
Okay.
Just lay in bed hoping, there's like last night, the Baltimore Orioles hit a 2-out, 2-strike home run in the bottom of the ninth to force extra innings and win the game and won me $85. Thank you, Baltimore. That's fine, though, right?
That's your dream. Your dream, to be clear.
Steve, there's nothing better than a good sweat. There's nothing better than a good sweat.
Your dream is to lay in bed all day.
No. Just late at night with like the late
the ticker up.
The late wrapping East Coast baseball games and the on time starting West Coast games.
So I feel like this is going to have adverse effects on your marriage because I'm assuming you have a TV in your bedroom, right?
But we always have.
Right.
Yeah.
When does that become a TV wall in your bedroom where it looks like a casino?
I'm so glad you asked.
Oh, Jesus.
We have been talking about, well, not even been talking about, it's just been kind of open info between us that in the next 1 to 2 years, we're probably going to be moving.
Mm-hmm.
And that is simple. I love my house to death.
Yeah.
But it's a small house inside.
Yeah.
So 2 adults, we've got 2 dogs, they're small, and now a 3.5-year-old. If we decide to have another child, it's too tight. It's just not going to be comfortable for anybody. So we're going to have to look into moving, getting something a little more conducive to
coming
a
here to the other
family.
side of the tracks.
No, you won't catch me dead in this neighborhood. Nope. Heard there's dickheads who set up antennas on Sundays and use the off-white icicle lights on holidays. We got standards, man. I have been 100% thinking and planning on somewhere in the house, basement, garage, whatever it is, doing a 2 to 4 screen TV setup. Mostly for football season.
So do you have a problem?
Again, these are just thoughts. This is the pipe dream. What's the pipe dream for your house? Maybe it's selfish. Maybe it's family related. Maybe it's something that you.
My pipe dream is the house remains exactly as is, and I have a massive pole barn.
Okay, we talked about that 2 years ago, right?
I want to have a huge pole barn with
build a shop in it,
at least one lift.
Right.
Move all of my tools out there. Have a nice paved driveway all the way to the back of it. Yeah, that's it. You're
a simple man, a dumb man, but simple. No offense. It wasn't too long ago when I believe it probably started popping up on MTV Cribs. Are TVs in bathrooms still a thing? Like, is that still a sign of
that was a big thing?
I'm either wealthy or better than you because I have a TV in the John.
Yeah, and it was because MTV Cribs was early 2000s.
Yeah.
So at that point, I mean, it was still like thick TVs. Like there weren't wall-mounted flat screens quite yet.
Yeah.
So like, hey, come on into the bathroom and see my 27-inch monitor that's 23 inches deep.
Yeah.
Sitting on the vanity next to the sink.
An old CRT TV in a bathroom doesn't have the same visual appeal as they do now.
I remember thinking like 10 years ago that TVs in mirrors were going to be a lot bigger deal than they really ended up being.
There was an era, and this is the only thing I can think of that's similar. I think it was Pontiac. I don't know if it was just a Grand Prix, whatever it was. So it was that generation before the Grand Prix went bye-bye. That my uncle had a Grand Prix. And it projected the speed limit onto the bottom of the windshield.
Yeah, the heads-up display.
As far as I know, that was the only car that did that. You would probably know better than I.
No, I think other cars have done it since then. You can actually get that like as an aftermarket thing and plug it in, and like you could put it in any car. You could put it in your car. Surprised you didn't have it in the Cavalier back in the day.
Well, back in the day, that was 2004, 2003. There's no way I would have been able to afford it back then because you would have had.
But hey, look at you now, sitting on a gold mine.
What could I get for a heads-up display in my car today?
Okay.
I don't want that. It sounds awful.
I'm going to find you one right now. So continue.
Is that more offensive or less offensive than the Euro taillights?
Aftermarket.
Why did those die? That feels like a thing in technology that people would have embraced.
Oh, the Altezas?
No, the heads-up display for the speed and everything.
Geez. $70.
Oh, that's it? It's nothing.
I think you should order one just to show off.
Who am I showing off to again?
Just show off.
Okay.
Show people how rich you are.
Have you thought about doing anything?
I'm going to forward you this right now.
Okay, good. You can do that so I can just, on the computer while I'm staring at it, I can delete it. What? Have you considered anything with the Comanche? Like, modernize it? Or are you going to be, strict constitutionalists of the Jeep Comanche, Steve, or you want original this, original that?
No, I don't care about that. I want to do whatever I want to do.
Okay.
So
anything modern that you're like, oh, I need to have this because it's one, it's cool. Two, it's very, it's useful.
I'll probably have a nice stereo in it.
Okay.
Like a nice modern stereo.
You're gonna go to Circuit City.
Circuit City, yeah.
Sit in the boom room.
Yeah, maybe Comp USA.
While they install it in the back.
I think they had some stereos there, right?
I'm guessing you're gonna go Pioneer.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe some 12-inch subwoofers. Gonna build your own box or you're gonna buy one, you think?
Well, the whole bed of the truck is gonna be a box. I mean, I'm gonna have 12 12s in my bed.
I want to see Steve rolling home, or better yet, rolling out to work, 4 a.m. and you just,
from the neighborhood where there's like kids in every house.
Yeah, and it's 4 a.m. and you back out of the driveway and you hit the switch on the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
So you think that's what I'd be playing?
Yeah, because we're still old. Right, we're still the mentality that it, I can't see you, turning on whatever the new hip hop album is at 4 a.m. But I could see you digging into the archive and saying, you know what, Gordo and the Eddie Fitz this morning on my way to work.
So I'm like, so again, it's 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
and I'm a little groggy. Just woke up, pulling out, hop in the car. Of course, it takes 4 times to start up because it's an 88 Jeep Comanche. Pull out into the Zach.
just during this quiet part. You're being very nice.
Is there even a bass in this song?
Doesn't exist. No. But you're right. This would actually be a really nice song for you to play on the way out.
I know.
You could just enjoy it.
Don't worry, this is a karaoke version. This should not get us flagged.
Right, somehow we just got taken down.
Right. This is what did it. Legend lived on from the Chippewa down the big lake they call Gitche Gumee.
I just want to see you take this truck that your family doesn't want. Thinks you're dumb for having it.
Oh, man. If only you knew.
Money tied up in this thing. Never to be returned because you're not going to sell it.
Well,
they want to see an insurance incident.
You never know what's going to happen.
I still can't wait. We are mere months away, Steve. Very excited. From utilizing that very Jeep Comanche.
I know.
on a parade route, and I figured
I gotta get back to work on it. I was doing so well for so long.
Yeah, you and your buddy Ben
stalled. I had other things come to my attention.
I think one of us is going to have to, if we have an afternoon free, simply go into the city. I have sent so many emails with zero response. I do have an update, though, from I believe is official from the city.
Okay.
The parade is a nighttime parade this year.
Really?
Starting at 6 p.m.
What day of the week?
It should be on a Saturday.
Okay.
I believe it should be the Saturday before the week of Thanksgiving.
Okay.
But yeah,
hey, that's going to look nice with the Christmas lights or
listen,
the holiday lights.
Our whole getup is going to be gorgeous in the twilight hour of a Saturday in November.
Do you remember, I think it was last week, maybe the week before, after we finished recording the podcast, and I said to my wife, you and the kids going to come and see us in the parade? And she just stared at me.
She'll be there, won't she?
I don't think so.
Boy, that would be... Oof.
Yeah.
This is a big moment.
It's a huge moment.
Even understanding how silly it is. Evelyn does not. And for Evelyn and for Reed, kids that age, to see Dada rolling down the road in a piece of shit truck, all gussied up with lights and some drunk buffoon sucking a half gallon of vodka down in a seasonal Sammy sweat turtleneck.
That's Rusty?
That's Rusty.
Okay. Hey, Rusty.
And then Cy Nolan Ryan Young probably revving the Comanche for no reason. And just because it's just a week after the anniversary, just on repeat, the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Do you think we pay homage and actually stand up and salute as that song plays?
The wreck?
Yeah. Like maybe we do a mid-podcast intermission.
We just stop the parade mid-route.
Just lock them up.
And just grab one of those. It's a microphone, but it has just a little box that you can carry around. So it's like a mini speaker. And we just kind of do a little circle, a little walk and talk. Mm-hmm. Explain to everybody the tragedy that took place, 30 however many years ago, 40 however many years ago.
I think it was like almost
it'll
50.
have been almost 50, yeah. And say, now, if we could all take a moment and remember those 29 starving, hungry souls.
Well,
because that selfish son of a bitch chef.
28 starving souls and one a-hole cook. Because he was eating.
No question. And then we'll get back to the parade.
Don't have enough time to make food. The storm's blowing in.
I envision this. You and I jogging down both sides of the parade route, singing, high-fiving everybody.
Putting the mic in people's faces.
As the crowd's catching on, so it's one of those sing-along moments.
I can't think of anything that would be less likely to actually happen. I mean, if I'm being totally honest.
The roars of the crowd as we hold up, the old person's tabernacle choir and their chairs behind
the ladies'
us.
auxiliary. Oh, Travis checking in with a hot take. I'm glad those 29 men died so we could have that song. Oof. You think Gordon would be thankful for that comment?
Is Gordon Lightfoot glad the 29 men died on the Eddie Fitz? It's a question for the poll. So, yeah, I think one of us is going to need to stop in there.
Yeah.
During an afternoon, morning, whatever, and just directly ask, how do we register for this? Whatever fee, we'll pay it. We just need to be in here, assure them that there will be nothing offensive once we get done singing about the Eddie Fitz.
Yeah, do we have to give them a rundown of of our rundown?
I'll bet they would need a description of what is going to be on our float or whatever beforehand. Maybe it's, we have to give final details a week before.
Schematics.
Something like that, so they know, hey, we're not going to have, what was the eagle from the Nazis? What was that thing called? The winged eagle or something like that? Like somehow subversively on your tailgate,
Yeah, no.
But no, it is
Ain't
just
gonna
going to
happen.
be a sad store-bought Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Cheap as we can get it.
Yep. We should start looking for that now.
Roped with... We need to go... That if there's ever been a job for Marketplace Steve, it is on you. I don't know how we're going to do it. I don't want $1 spent. Okay? We got to save money
We have a fake tree. I'll use my tree.
We've got to save the money for the seasonal Sammy outfit.
Yeah.
That the town drunk's going to be wearing while he's... And then the half gallon of vodka that he's going to be guzzling as he walks. Hopefully not stumbling over.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to spend $0 on the tree. And then we can get together some lights that we are then going to wrap the tree to the truck with the lights, if I remember right.
Yeah, the lights will be passing through
the
windows.
cab. Yes, because the windows are now open for Cy Noel and Ryan Young.
Yeah.
Dress appropriately.
Yeah.
I want this to be our seminal event, our first big event
God, I can't wait.
in so many years.
Oh, it's going to be fun.
So yes, the first item we need to find an old Christmas tree, artificial, and then we need to go from there. There's going to be, I want to make this shoot a bunch of videos because we're going to need to go shopping for the outfit for Rusty to wear. So I think the three of us need to meet up at a couple of thrift stores, try to find items that,
Just tell Rusty to wear what he normally wears.
No, we don't need people throwing coins back at us. We're supposed to be throwing candy to the children of the solstice, which that sounds like a real cult.
You wanted a free tree.
I did want a free tree.
I found you a free tree. Cleaning out Mom's house. Oh, jeez.
Oh, she,
No more use for her Christmas tree.
oh, God almighty.
Free to a good home, but must be picked up today. Listed 4 hours ago.
Just send a message and say, did she die?
Because I don't want no dead lady's tree.
Just, here's the message. 2 questions. Did she die? Is it haunted? And then the end. Because I don't want no dead lady's haunted tree.
Maybe just skip on past that one. That's a pathetic looking tree, too.
That's what we need, though.
Yeah, but it's one of the ones that's only like this tall.
Oh, no. No wonder that a lady. Should be...
If we go up to $10 and drive 35 minutes.
I gotta tell you, not looking good for this tree already.
$60, we got a 7-footer.
Okay. $60? I thought you just said 10.
60. 10 was for the pathetic one in Rockford.
Not the dead ladies one.
No. Totally unrelated.
Well, we've got plenty of time. I think August is, by my count, the 4th best time to be shopping for Christmas trees.
Yeah.
So
Only followed by September.
right, which
October.
October's the idiot's month. You don't shop for Christmas trees in October because you're trying to get ahead of the game when all the sellers are already ahead of the game. Mm-hmm. You're getting overcharged. If you're buying Christmas stuff in October, you're dumb. Just real dumb.
Apologies to Robert. Looks
No,
like
we did just lose him. You know what? He had a good run. This is going to come together. It's going to be, but please mark your calendars. If you are local, this will be on, I believe, Saturday, November 19th.
Boy, a day that will live in infamy. They'll call it
Pearl Harbor, the Hudsonville Holiday Parade in 2022. Mm-hmm. The 2 days that will live in infamy. Saturday, November 19th, 6 p.m. is what it's currently scheduled for. Mm-hmm. Your 2 favorite podcast hosts within a 5-block radius of Steve's house, Steve and Kyle, we will be there with a fully operating, maybe a bucket, Jeep Comanche.
No. The seat will be in it. It's just a matter of whether the floor will be in it or not.
What would you pick? Seat or floor?
Boy. I'm going to go seat. Seat's much easier.
I mean, if you were driving, what? Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I asked follow-up. I don't give a shit.
I guess I probably deserve that after the insults hurled your way tonight.
Bring the kids out. We're going to have I think we need a buckets of Chuck E. C. Juniors.
Yes.
That's what we're throwing.
Yeah.
You're not getting, if you're coming to this and you're expecting a Tootsie Roll, go to not the dentists are going to give you stupid toothbrushes. Go to every other local business that's going to be in there. You're going to be getting the little baby-sized Tootsie Rolls. Not from the Steve and Kyle podcast and not from Seasonal Sammy.
Maybe we can just get a gross of full-size ones. Buy them early.
I love it.
Should
we have flyers?
I want Rusty to be so weighed down
with garbage candy
by these things. Like, I want him to look like you see in like the old movies where they have prisoners carrying dirt and rocks from like one pile to another, where they have a bar going across their shoulders just with a bucket hanging on each side. And I want him to have a 5-gallon bucket of Chuck E. C's on one side, 5-gallon bucket of Chuck E. C's on the other.
Yeah, well, we're gonna need side owner Ryan Young out the window helping us out. Because you and I are recording. Again, this is just as much work as it is relaxation for us.
Have we decided, are we going to try and have a PA set up so the people can hear what we're saying?
No, because it's going to be live commentary of those people. And the key to that...
Oh, look at that loser.
And the key to that is that people can't hear us.
Nice dumb kid.
Not to be rude, but another Tootsie Roll? Insulting all the floats.
Right.
Our
goal is to not be invited back next year.
Right. I want a specific email. Much like my brother received a letter in the mail 12 or 11 years ago saying you are suspended from slow pitch softball for your abuse of an official. Yeah. I want a similar letter sent to your P.O. box addressed to the Steve and Kyle podcast saying you can never again return to the holiday parade. You have smited everything that is good and holy about this. Please never return. Mm-hmm. This is supposed to, I believe it's locally broadcast. We're going to have to get a recording of that.
Oh, boy.
This is the watershed.
Who is broadcasting that?
Oh, it's local public access.
Oh, so TV. Okay.
Yeah. This is the Steve and Kyle podcast watershed moment. This is where
this is our first TV. First TV appearance.
This is where the bucket tips, and this is the big time. Mm-hmm. As we all talk about, this is our whole campaign has been small markets. We traveled to Van Wert to see our billboard.
Yeah.
We tried to weasel our way into Hartford City, Indiana.
Mm-hmm. Didn't quite make it.
Now, local holiday parade on public access television is ripe for the taking for a live recording of our podcast. Again, Saturday, November 19, if you're in the West Michigan area, mark your calendar, 6 p.m. Bring the family out if you want a Chuck E. C. Jr. and enjoy the parade, which as an adult, my God, there is nothing worse. Just nothing worse than a parade as an adult.
Yeah. Yeah, not going to be great.
Oh, it's a fire truck from a different township.
From the next neighborhood over.
Yay.
Oh, boy, that's different.
Well, yeah, this was fun. We didn't really utilize the live stream aspect of it, but...
No, people didn't really bring much.
Yeah, a lot of insults. When I flipped through, I saw a lot of insults, so I apologize to Rusty for apparently not keeping him entertained.
Oh, boy.
Good to see Timmy chime in, though.
Timmy, yep.
Good man. I saw my mother stop by. Always lovely to see her chime in. Apologies for cursing, Mom.
Yeah.
And as always, as you mentioned, apologies to Robert. We lost.
Like dead?
Guess as good as mine. Somewhere he's limping. That big old, goofy-looking, lumbering train wreck of a body.
Hey.
Just...
Hey, you.
Sauntering around.
That's my friend. Friend?
Thanks to Brother Mike for stopping by. Anybody else who tuned into the live stream, thank you very much. This will be a regularly released episode on Tuesday. Please still leave the auto download on.
Yeah, definitely. We need it.
No surprise to anybody. Yet another miscue this week.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
And
I mean, I do, but I don't know why I wasn't able to fix it.
If you didn't get the podcast this past week on Tuesday as scheduled, boy, I thought it was a good one.
Was it?
Yeah, I did. I resent it out to everybody on Friday.
Okay. So
today.
Apologies if you got it twice, but if you did, listen to it again.
Yeah, or download it again. So
maybe delete it again, download it again. Don't mind. All right, so Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, we are still looking for a local company to the West Michigan area that can assist in wrapping a vehicle.
Yes, we'll
and
pay.
we are not. Yeah, we're not asking for it for free or anything. We just
Someone does it.
Yeah, I would love to give the business to somebody that listens to the podcast or a friend of somebody that listens to the podcast. And so yeah, just hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram at Steve and Kyle. And I think that's it.
That's it. It's been fun.
We bid you good night. Talk to you next week.